actually just bars and just like and he like, how can I say it? He like left field with it too though. That should have add up on the third bar.
Yeah.
Like it'll add up. You know what I'm saying? Like he like left field with it. So yeah, I bro, for sure. He cold.
He another out of Compton. Compton been going up.
And shout out to the city, man.
Compton is the Mecca though at this
100%.
point. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't really. I think Compton probably
That's
got
him
both.
right here.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas drafting the most stars out the whole. But a big part of that too is, we can talk about that. Yeah, my stance on Compton clearly got the most stars, right? Am I wrong? You think so?
Yeah.
The biggest stars?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, but they got the biggest, right?
100%.
The most, and then. But can you say that was like manufactured?
Yeah, by making it happen.
Okay. Not like, ooh, it's gonna be some. No, I can't wait till the youth get older. They're gonna have some shit for us.
What you mean?
There's gonna be some of these troops that get left behind that they gonna get exposed later.
I hear that.
What's your take on the that been going crazy again? Snoop or Pac? Terrell was calling niggas yesterday about.
Snoop or Pac?
Yeah, who was the biggest in 94, 96?
I say Tupac.
Oh, you said Tupac too? Why you say that?
Shit, in that era, I didn't even know about Snoop Dogg like that. I knew about Tupac. California love. That was the record going home from the Boys and Girls
I personally
Club.
feel that's my take right here. I feel like Snoop had, for one, he from here. So
You talking about who
when
bigger?
it comes from identity, like they said who's bigger, 94, 96. We was all kids. I think I was, I don't know. You said that was 96? Oh, 10 years old when he passed away.
Snoop was a superstar back then.
California love. 90 big. That's all I knew.
That's 96 though.
He had a
That's
hit.
what you said.
94 to
90
96.
bigs.
Not the year 96. He died in 96.
I'm talking about this record though. That's what I.
No, but I'm saying, we talk, now you go switch your question up because you listening to it wrong. 94, 96. If that's the song you know, what did you know before that?
I'm have to see what records. Let me go show you real quick. Then let me go pull up back. We could go be specific. We can see what Tupac and Snoop had out at the 90 big.
I feel like Snoop, like he was just too. I'm looking for the word. Y'all gotta help me out right now. He was like he was too homegrown in the sense, like the identification was Snoop. If you was from the West Coast, the identification was Snoop. Like Snoop, Pac is the one that made Snoop start wearing Versace suits and shit, right? That wasn't the thing. You know what I mean? So if you really peep, what I'm trying to say is like Snoop had the more of the
I feel like
identification, but Pac surpassed to me all of that.
you think he surpassed
Keep your head up.
Forest connection.
Forest connection.
Yeah, Forest, like you feel like you're talking, like you feel
Okay,
like
I
you
get
see
it. I get
you,
what
you
you're saying.
see
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I get what
You know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying? At first, Snoop is a representation of the West. They pushing what they pushing, but it's like the cooler gangster rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doggy style, all this. Think about what's like, nah, fuck
They
that.
had some big records
Snoop
out.
was
Snoop
way
was-
though. Like you gotta really
That's what
think
I'm
about
saying.
the
Snoop was a
culture that got
All
started
right,
at
bro.
Snoop.
He
Let
was
me
a
ask y'all this
superstar.
then. Let
The
me ask y'all
culture
this
that got
then.
started at the Snoop
Yeah.
is crazy.
It
This nigga-
plays.
Let me give y'all Snoop catalog in 94 to 90 bigs. Like the singles. He had Gin and Juice. That was stupid.
Snoop.
Doggy Dog World and Who Am I? And Murder Was the Case was stupid.
Come on.
That
Yeah.
Tupac
That's all he
had,
had in 3 years?
like those are the big singles. And he had the album, let's see. He had the album, he had Doggy Style Out came out in 93, but it was going crazy in 94. And this album was still dominating in 94. His singles were circulating, Gin and Juice, Doggy Dog World, Who Am I? Major releases in 94 was the Murder Was the Case soundtrack, released in October 18, 94. That's some big for sure. And
What Pac got?
Tupac had Strictly For My that came out in 93. Keep Your Head Up and I Get Around was on there. Them motherfuckers big.
Those was big ass songs.
Those was big
Yeah.
records right there.
Hold on. What's up? Keep your head up.
Above the Rim soundtrack with the movie. Oh, he had motion, bro.
Pac definitely had motion. He was in film.
I think Pac was bigger, bro, honestly.
I think Snoop was still bigger, though. Huh?
Let's see when
So
did Juice...
y'all telling me that, so y'all telling me Snoop never been bigger than Pac then?
No, I'm saying Snoop has always been bigger than Pac.
But when then? Because we're talking about Pac was only on death row for like a year or two. So
But you got to think about what all he had.
No, but still, y'all telling me Snoop was never bigger than Pac.
Snoop was never bigger than Pac?
Nah, bro.
Was never bigger than Pac.
No, I'm not
Juice
saying
came
that.
out. Juice was out. He was bigger than Snoop, man.
You talking about? You gotta think about that, Mac.
What we talking about?
These movies wasn't blockbusters.
Crazy.
They was. Juice was a blockbuster.
These was movies for the black community.
I already know for a fact Juice was a blockbuster.
For the black family, those was the
the
movies.
Black World, that was a hit movie, bro.
But that's not
No. Pac is a hit. He's a hit person. So now, yes.
So we talking about y'all saying who was bigger
from 94 and 96.
So if he had Juice out in 92, that made his star bigger than 94.
Wait, Juice came out what year?
In 92. So if Juice came out in 92, he had to be a nigga in 94.
No. Wait.
Juice, when was that? What's the other shit? Juice, Poetic Justice.
Above the Rim.
Poetic Justice, maybe.
Above the Rim. He got movies. He got Grill Lock. Like Pac was about to be he is the.
But I'm saying though, if this all came out in 92, Poetic Justice 93 and 94, he had to be with 2 ill movies out.
No, he got to be ill.
You get what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah, he got to be.
Because we just if we basing
Poetic
off
Justice 94.
This came out in 93.
Poetic Justice.
No, Poetic Justice 93.
No, we're talking 94 to 96.
So that's what I'm saying. So if this came out prior to 94 to 96, so by the time 94 and 90 bigs hit, I'm already a nigga based off my prior years.
No, think about it though. Well, no, he is a. He went to jail though. He was down bad.
This is motion though.
I think Pac had to. He had to
over. Y'all get what I'm saying?
He had to over go crazy on the label because Snoop was so big. Yeah. Snoop was bigger than him. He knew it, and he, like you just said, you feel like you the nigga, right? You feel like you the nigga, right? So imagine you get out type. I'm on that, like type, like it is what it is.
I love this.
So much so that he got Snoop dressing like him now, for sure. He got that. I will say that.
Snoop had no motion, bro.
Snoop, that always had motion.
Listen, I'm looking at it. I got the track record right now. In 94.
Go up to the album sold then.
Wait, let me tell you what he had going on first. In 94, he had still riding he was still riding high from Doggy Style, they saying. He had the album out, which was the #1 Billboard.
That's not just still. Doggy Style was insane.
Huh?
That shit changed the game. So
I know that. I'm giving you his track record from the years.
Okay.
So he had that out. And, he had the murder case, all that shit. But then he hit legal trouble in 94.
Mm-hmm. That's when he was going to court?
That's when he was in court. That shit went.
That boosted his shit, though.
For sure.
He didn't have nothing. No, he was in jail. Why
he
was
in jail? Came after that, Mac.
Murder was the case. What you mean?
It came after.
That's the reason behind the legal shit.
Yeah. Came after.
It came out in October 98. It came out October 1894. The trial began in late 94. But Snoop Dogg, but when I'm comparing this to Tupac, Tupac already had all kind of other shit going on. So while he on ice, Tupac booming. He got Poetic, he got Juice, he got albums and all this other shit going on. He was hotter than because he visible to the people.
So what year? So that's what I'm saying. All we got to do is say this. Everybody ask
90
yourself
bitches
this.
When he got back to the people.
Ask yourself this.
Snoop Dogg.
Ask yourself this. So y'all telling me right now, Snoop was never bigger than Pac.
Snoop.
In what year?
When did Snoop come out? After death.
So while they was alive, Snoop was never bigger than Pac.
That's
crazy. Y'all niggas.
He was. No.
Y'all lost y'all fucking.
Okay, let's do.
Bro.
That's insane now.
Snoop for sure was bigger than Pac.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see right now.
Like that's insane now. No. Now we, like I said, culture. Now we talking the West again. That's why now saying Pac name from the West. Salute for sure. Pac is like.
Pac is a
I'm
West,
more of
sure.
a fan of Pac than Snoop for sure, but I can't knock what it is. Far as the culture, who gave you more of a
94
West Coast?
and 96.
Who gave you more of a West Coast vibe? Pac
94 and 96 is what we talking about.
No, period. Because y'all say he never was bigger.
Wait. I'm just trying to base.
Oh yeah, 94, 96. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, who gave you the West Coast culture?
The West Coast culture?
Yeah, like Snoop was actually from a gang and everything out here. He's the biggest from a gang that made it, right? He did that with Doggy Style, right? Changed the whole landscape of this whole Yeah. Now Pac did start coming out saying thug life and everything, and you know,
Pac
credit
was
Pac
pushing
more
West
on some
Coast.
thug like I don't know. They kind of like credit Pac more as the, you know what I'm saying, the in that regard more than Snoop, and that's for somebody older to talk to because I was a kid, like I said, I was 10, but I felt the impact. I felt like Pac was my favorite artist, but when I look back at history, when I still think about the times, and I still look back at the culture, and shit, I feel like Snoop influence is way bigger than all that. But Pac, yes, after death, for sure, got his flowers for the work he put in, and he was getting them while he was living.
I'm looking at the album sales. They did crazy though. So that was a group album. Group album he dropped Thug Life Volume 1, released in 1994. That sold 500, it went gold. He dropped Me Against the World in 95. That sold, it went 3 times platinum. Released while Tupac was in prison. He was locked up. All Eyes on Me, that is 10 times